can't just barge into this office.
Vanessa, I need to talk to you, but your guard dog wouldn't let me in.
Wanda, it's okay. It's all right. What is it?
I wouldn't have come if it weren't important. Your daughter is wrecking my marriage.
I hear that you and Ross are having problems, but, come, sit down. I mean, I'm sure it's not all Dinah's fault.
Listen, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one because my marriage was just fine until Dinah got here.
Well, did you and Ross have a big fight
No,
or
it was
something?
more than a fight, and guess who caused it?
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, I'm sure it's very difficult to share your home with a virtual stranger and your husband's attentions, but Dinah is no home wrecker.
Listen, Vanessa, I didn't come here to upset you or offend you. I mean, it took long enough for you and me and Ross to be talking together again. I'm desperate, and I don't know where else to turn.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, I'm not really sure. I want you to see what I can't convince Ross of.
What's that?
That Dinah is using him and manipulating him. In fact, she's using all three of us to her advantage. I don't think she cares about anybody but herself.
Well, I'm sure that's not true. I mean, I know for a fact that's not true. She's a young girl. She's just, she's a bit of a handful, I'll grant you that, and she's very self-absorbed, but weren't we all at that age? I mean, come on, look at yourself. You've matured beautifully over the last 3 years, but, I don't think that you can really point a finger at her.
Well, from what I've heard, at Dinah's age, you weren't all that different yourself. Oh, I guess Ross wasn't supposed to tell me what you were like back then, huh?
Let's just keep this conversation to Dinah.
Okay, listen. All I'm trying to say is that there's a big difference between acting selfish because you're young and then scheming to use the people that you care about. Now, Ross is totally blind to what Dinah's about. He's never spent any time with her. But Vanessa, you're her mother. You have to be the person that straightens her out. Now, please don't take this the wrong way, but don't you think it's about time you started acting like a parent to her?
To be a more effective mother to Dinah, I would love to be any kind of mother to her. But she's made her preference for her father perfectly clear ever since she came to town.
Vanessa, don't you see? It's because she knows she can maneuver him more easily. Ross is a sap when it comes to Dinah. I can barely stand to watch it. She knows that he's a very easy mark, and she's gonna break his heart in two.
She cares about her father. I know she cares about him. But besides, what can she really do to hurt him?
She can take him for every penny he's got.
Well, that's ridiculous. She knows that I'm very comfortable, as is her grandfather, and she's very well aware of the fact that she's going to get a huge trust fund in not so long.
Well, she can't wait that long, trust me. She's got huge debts.
What?
Credit card companies, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't exactly hear who was dunning her.
Wait a minute. You heard somebody asking her to pay back huge debts?
Yes, and when I tried to tell Ross about it, that's when it blew up into World War III.
What? I don't understand. Where were you? Who was the person? Who was talking to her?
No, it's not important. What's important is that Ross hates me now. Ross thinks that I'm thrilled to death to make life tough for his precious little daughter. Oh, what's the use? You're not going to do anything about this. You're not going to... I came here, I thought maybe you could help. I don't know what I was thinking. Vanessa, one of these days, you are going to wish that you listened to me about Dinah. Because the sooner we all admit what she is and what she's here for, the better off we all are going to be, including her.
Please sit. Just sit down. Hear me, okay? It's just a misunderstanding. All right?
Yeah.
I mean, there were...
Just give me a second, Blake. I'll be right with you, okay? Okay, I just want a cup of coffee.
Hey, Dean, you want me to get her coffee for her?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Matt. Thanks.
Regular okay?
Yeah. Hey, can you explain Vanessa to me?
What do you mean?
Well, I just came from her office, and I don't get it. I mean, either somebody's put something in the drinking water here in Springfield that affects normally semi-rational people like Ross and Vanessa, or I'm losing my mind.
What are you trying to say?
Dinah. Neither Ross nor Vanessa, they won't believe that she's a manipulating little liar who doesn't care about anybody but herself. Huh. am I doing talking to you? I mean, you're in love with Vanessa. You're going to side with her.
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, when it comes to Dinah Marlar, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
There's somebody in this world that believes me. I knew I liked you the minute I met you.
You see,
What's wrong? What's that?
don't ask.
If you look like that, I will ask. What's happened?
Oh, just Ross just chewed me out, that's all.
No, it is more than that, I can tell. What?
Well, maybe it was because I did something I wasn't supposed to do. Gee, what a surprise.
Well, what?
I lent Blake this equipment.
What kind of equipment?
Surveillance equipment. Can you believe it? She bugged her own phone. Ross just called me over. He chewed me out, and then he smashed all my equipment. Huh?
That's terrible.
Yeah, we know it's worse than terrible because he is the guy. They lent me all that money to start my business all over again.
Ross called you and blamed you for what I did. Is that true?
Well, Blake, is that really a surprise?
Oh, Frankie, I'm sorry. That Ross is totally out of line.
Forget it.
No, I'm taking care of this.
Blake.
Matt, it's your sister. She's been trying to track you down.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. She did? When? She said where she was? Okay, I'll try her at the office. Thanks, Bridge. Bye.
Blake came to see me. She's worried about the two of you.
I cannot believe that Blake went running to you.
Well, now, just a minute. I just think that she just needed to talk to somebody, that's all.
Well, she was talking to me. It was between us, and it should have stayed there.
Okay. Is, Dinah here?
I mean, heaven knows where Blake is now, what she's talking about.
Ross! Is Dinah here?
No, Dinah's not here.
Do you know when she's going to be back?
No, I don't. Why? Did Blake ask you to talk to her?
No. I don't need anybody to tell me I should come and spend some time with my daughter, particularly when things seem to be getting a little out of control.
Nothing is out of control except my wife.
I see. Well, then I'll just come to the point. Look, my offer still stands. Dinah could come and live with me if that would help anything.
Well, I'll be sure to pass that on. But I think that's something to discuss between you and Dinah. But frankly, I think she's perfectly happy right where she is. Anything else?
Okay. No, I don't think so. But would you please tell Dinah that I came to see her?
Hi.
Hi, Wanda. Any calls?
You have some messages?
Yeah.
But there's somebody inside who needs to see you.
I don't want to see anybody.
I think you might want to see this person.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks. Oh, only you knew how good you look to me right now. Come here.
Oh, we're gonna have to spend more time apart.
Don't say that. I missed you so much.
Wow, you really did miss me, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Something happened?
Yes and no. I realized how much I love you, and that I need you, and I want you, and I'm sorry I have all these doubts and all these fears, but the only thing I'm really sure of in my whole life is you.
And what's the no part?
My daughter.
What do you mean?
I'm not really sure how I feel about her. Is that awful? I care about her. Of course I care about her. I mean, that she's safe and that she's happy and that she's doing well. And I'm her mother. I mean, I know. Do you know what I feel when I look at her sometimes? I feel guilt. And I don't feel love. Hey, why didn't you tell me sooner that you saw her first day in town?
Because I knew you'd be hurt.
Oh, well, I was angry.
At Dinah or me?
I don't know. At her. You know what really scares me about her?
No, what?
She's exactly the way I was at her age. Exactly.
Well, that ought to make you feel pretty good. Look how great you turned out, huh?